Yep,
Jay,
load up
we are recording.
capsules.
We are recording.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Tonight we officially kick off the next chapter of the Gold Dawn's epic adventure. a quick recap of what happened in the previous hectic chapter. After the party left Acheron and was teleported back to their world, the party bid farewell to Gabriel Angelos, Maka, Ronan, and an old friend turned enemy, and then friend again, Fisk. As they rested and sat inside of Merovic's farmhouse, Theodric came looking for them as some party members had previously rushed off. While back in town, several party members received letters from Morathi on behalf of Malekith, the ruler of the Dark Elves in Nagaroth. The party then ventured to Musion to drop off Felix in a safe place, far from the vampires that were seeking him. While in Musion, the party's warm welcome quickly turned cold as Golden and Malabad argued over who had ownership over the castle at the heart of the now beautiful city. Malabad also adding fuel to the fire as he besmirched the name of the lady, Golden's deity. Albric, the party's old friend and trusty caravan driver, stayed behind as well to look after the young lad. While sailing out of Musion towards Averheim, the party was ambushed again by Luther Harkon, a crazed vampire pirate, and Aranessa Saltspite, a mutant that the party thought they had killed previously. However, an unexpected ally came to their aid. Aminar, the legendary mealworm of elven legend, appeared and seemingly obeyed Eldreana's command. Once the party arrived in Averheim, they took refuge in a tavern owned and operated by a fellow Bretonnian. While in the tavern, an elderly man was eating inside and was being harassed by several of the local priests, claiming that him and his group of nomads brought nothing but trouble to the city. The party learned that Elira von Karstein, Marcus's wife, was captured and killed on the charge of witchcraft and of being a vampire. The party later learned that she was simply providing aid to the sick in the city. The party offered to help the old man and find his missing granddaughter, who went looking for the hero of Averheim, which was a legendary story. Said that there was a hero slumbering underneath the city. After finding her and discovering that the underground city was actually belonged to a set of chaos dwarves under the control of a beholder named Kivris, a foul creature that had a thing for sucking the souls from elves. With the path they had entered from being destroyed, the party pushed forward and traveled along an underground river, not knowing where they would turn up. After a long journey underground, they discovered an exit into a dusty old tavern on the outskirts of Templehof, Ophelia's coven's home. As the party enjoyed a slice of upper-class living based solely on the weight of Ophelia's status within the coven, it became clear that something was off within the walls of the luxurious estate. Craven, the general of Vincent's old vampire army, was given command of the coven by Vincent and Amelia, while Vincent slept and Amelia tended to her coven in Kislev. While in Templehof, the party bid farewell to an old ally, No, who wanted to provide help and leadership to the mutants of Templehof. However, they met and befriended a new ally, a half-elf from Kislev named Natalia. As the party pried further into Craven and his dealings, the smell of something fishy became more and more evident. Craven had joined forces with Lucian, an ancient Lycan hell-bent on destroying Vincent. With Craven's coup set in motion early, as the party's interference forced his hand, the party was captured. Craven had employed the help of the legendary vampire knights known as Blood Dragons, led by Wallach Harkon, a vampire that looked just like Luther, but without the crazy eyes. With some help from Erica, the party manages to escape their bonds and begin to see the depths of Craven's treachery. Starving the vampires of the coven that were not willing to fight, Craven was forcing the vampires of the covens to pick a side or die. Ophelia awakens Vincent, and the party do their best to protect the sleeping Marcus from Craven. While they were successful in defeating the vampire Kislevian twins, Craven kidnapped the weakened Vincent and the sleeping Marcus. In an intense battle against Craven that claimed the lives of Ophelia, Vincent, and the Lycan doctor, Marcus goes berserk at the news of his wife's slaying. Following him back to Templehof, the party finds all the humans of Templehof were slain. Picking up the pieces and cleaning up the destroyed castle, the party met a new and valuable ally, Siegfried. Tracking down their newest enemy leads the party to Warden, Ophelia's home, when she was human. With everyone here also slain, the party put themselves in danger again to stop the terror that Marcus was causing. Not only did the party defeat Marcus, but they also defeated his Lycan twin brother, William. The carnage was over. The party's focus shifted to laying the two vampire elders to rest. They venture to Erengrad, Emilia's coven in Kislev. There, Svetlana wraps her mother in white linen before laying her to rest within the ice. Ophelia does so as well for Vincent, but not before saying a few last words that made the rest of the party realize he was more to Ophelia than just her sire. And that's where we left off.
Damn, dude, you need a cup of water or something? That was a lot.
Yeah.
Are we also in Erengrad?
Yes, you are in Erengrad.
Fucking cold up in here, dude.
You're inside the castle currently.
Fucking cold up in here, dude.
Is this ceremony happening now, or is it done?
It's done.
Gonna wipe my eyes from the tearful ceremony.
So it's like nighttime now?
Yeah.
Is the leader of the group there?
I mean, Svetlana would be the closest thing to a leader, and yeah, she's there.
Yeah. Did she offer for us to stay and like sleep there?
I believe she did.
Okay. But she didn't show us where our rooms were or anything like that.
No.
I would go to Svetlana and say, "That was a beautiful ceremony. I am wondering though, it's rather late and you offered lodging. Where would we be able to stay to rest our weary bones?"
Well, we have a local tavern within the castle walls here. You will all be able to stay, if that is okay.
Yes, that sounds lovely. And they serve food there, yes?
Yes, they do.
Perfect. Well, how might we get there?
I can lead you, or Siegfried, he can tell you where it is.
Oh, yes, of course. I will give instructions to the party.
Perfect. It's rather late. I could feeling peckish. Thank you. Siegfried, lead the way.
Oh, okay. I did not know I was actually coming for this, but I will lead the way.
You're not hungry?
I believe I need some time alone with Svetlana before I rejoin you guys.
Okay.
I'll meet you guys there. I'll.
We don't know where there is.
Is it pretty easy, DM, to get to this location? If I give very detailed instructions.
Yes, you could give detailed instructions on how to find it. I mean,
okay, no problem. Thank you, God. Okay, so go this way. You'll end up.
Go there?
You take a left to the castle gates, and then continue straight, and then another left, and then.
What about a right?
Yes, there's a right in there as well, and you'll be there, no problem.
Is there a name of this tavern, or it's just tavern?
One moment, let me ask God.
It's the Frozen Whelp Tavern.
Yes, of course, the Frozen Whelp Tavern. I've spent many nights there.
Oh, you must have just forgot the name then. Must have slipped your mind.
It's been a while since I've been in Erengrad.
So left, straight, left, right.
Exactly.
This sounds like a dance move.
You could call it that.
And it's a frozen well. Okay, I got it. And we got toast. Toast to the dead. Alright, I'm gonna go get some food.
Okay. So Siegfried is staying behind. Who's going to the tavern then?
Surbeck will go.
I'll go to the tavern.
This is a quick question. How big are the little ogre lings?
Your orc babies?
Yeah. So yeah.
They're
babies.
they're probably at this point they're probably the size of like a like a 5-pin bowling ball.
Can they walk?
No.
Like.
No, all you can see it looks like the top of a mushroom cap.
Oh, okay.
The face starting to grow out of it.
All right.
What a pleasant sight.
Can you interact with it in any way? Like.
No, not at this point.
Okay.
It'd be like interacting with a fetus.
Okay, I see.
I mean, you
Okay.
can do that. Or you could try.
All right. So let's keep it in my bag, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
I'm ready to go.
Jesus Christ. If we don't get flagged on YouTube now.
What? It's a mushroom.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Is there anybody else staying behind except for Siegfried? Okay. I'll take
Is there
that
anything
then.
else to do if I stay behind?
I mean, the ceremony is over at this
You'll
point.
be all alone.
I would stay behind. I wouldn't intervene in whatever conversation he's about to have, but I would just want to stay by myself.
I would probably stay behind as well. Collect my thoughts.
Okay. All right, so the rest of you, following Siegfried's rather strange instructions, find yourself located just on the outskirts of the city. Even though Svetlana said it was inside the castle walls, Siegfried's instructions indicated to go outside the gates.
Whoops.
What a great fucking navigator.
So you end up in what looks like a like the market quarter essentially of the city, and at the center of it is a large tavern. You can see that it's a large, like half timbered building, and as you walk by, you can see that inside is finely crafted tables and chairs, and there are several signs that tell you that there are accommodations that consist of large rooms, small rooms, all with feathered mattresses. And there's also a large private bathhouse available for all guests. You can see on the inside that there's several vacant seats for the party, but there are several other patrons inside.
I like these accommodations. I would try to find the owner, I guess, of this establishment.
Okay. You go inside. You can see the owner itself is a female elf, and she's tending to the bar at the moment.
I'd walk up to her and I would say, "Hello, my friend."
Oh, what is your name?
My name is Eve.
I am Elel.
What's your name, sorry?
Elel.
Alel?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I love your establishment, especially the bathhouse.
I'm glad you like that.
And on that matter, I am thinking of lodging here for at least a night. How much would it cost?
For one night and access to the bathhouse would be about 2 silver for one night.
And I was like, perfect. And I would pay my 2 silver. And I would also ask, do you have food here? Is Smells lovely.
She hands you a menu, and I will throw it in the chat.
Perfect.
This may not copy and paste well, but sorry.
Yo, can I have that for dinner? Jeez.
Almost everything's with vodka.
Let go.
Did you just go to a random food generator and get these?
Yes.
Now Luca experiment cooks all week.
Yeah, I cook all week with quote unquote dragon and phoenix.
The dragon is ground beef, and the phoenix is
What's
chicken.
the steamed dragon like?
Tastes like chicken.
So she'll explain that anything in the quotations dragon or phoenix is essentially like fake meat. It's like a vegan's version.
Tofu!
It's like a plant meat.
Give me that pea plant protein.
I think I will go with the braised cod with cardamom and artichoke. With a glass of vodka.
Wadko.
Vodka.
Water?
Vodka.
Wadko.
Okay. What else can I get the rest of you then?
One, please.
One of what?
One of this.
Everything.
And he's gonna hold up the menu. One.
One menu.
You mean to say one of everything, big man?
Yes. One full page.
One full page. I think I understand.
I would like the steamed dragon, please, with a glass of vodka.
Okay.
I'll take the salmon with the tankard, please.
I'll take the braised cod with the artichoke and some happy juice.
Okay. All right. Just go ahead and mark off that in your cash.
Survey will also pay for a night's stay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Me too.
I never asked you, young lady, did you want the single room or the shared bedroom?
Single.
And what about you, big man?
Double for my friends.
So the larger room. The larger rooms have 3 beds.
Perfect.
Okay.
Looking in this tavern, is there any interesting people here?
You can see that there's like 4 notable people that sort of, besides you, that sort of stand out. You can see there are 2 male, also like humans, probably from Kislev, and a female halfling and a male elf. The first male Kislevian you can see has this sort of squarish face with short silvery hair and dark green eyes. He wears like plainish clothing with a wide brim hat. The other male human you see has copperish hair with bright brown eyes, and you can see that he's got like those cauliflower ears like you would see on like a UFC fighter. They wear well-made clothing though, and they have numerous rings on their fingers. The halfling, you can see that she has tangled brown hair and almost grayish eyes. They wear sort of well-traveled stained clothing, and you can see that they have a white cloak on their back. And then finally the elf, like most elves, has a very narrow face but unlike elves, very messy white hair. And you can see that they have amber eyes and also has sort of well-traveled clothing.
And they look like they're part of a traveling pack, I guess?
The halfling and the elf are at the same table. The other two are separate. They're at their own tables.
What kind of elf is he?
Straight from like the first glance, you can tell that he's probably from Ulthuan, just based on skin complexion.
Any distinctive features in the halfling?
Not really. Other than just having that white cloak, that's about it.
And you said she's with the elf, right?
Yes.
What makes them interesting?
The fact that they're not human.
But like, there's still the two human Kislev males.
Yeah,
right?
there are, yeah.
Okay.
Where are they sitting? Like how close to us?
The elves, the elf and the halfling, they're probably towards the center of the room itself, whereas the other two, the men, they're at separate tables at the corners of the room itself. So you would be closer to the halfling and the elf currently.
Do they look like they've taken an interest in us?
No.
But are they talking amongst each other? The half elf and the full elf?
The halfling and the elf, they are talking amongst each other, yeah.
Do they look like they're trying to have a private conversation?
No.
Alright. I would just wait for my food and drink my vodka. I think if I have some vodka in me, I might care to strike a conversation with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know if halflings are common in this area?
Yeah, halflings are pretty common throughout the empire itself, being that like the main halfling area is within the empire. The moot is within the empire. So it wouldn't be uncommon to see a halfling out here in Kislev.
Okay.
I think the elf would be more of an unusual sight at this point.
I'll wait for my food then.
Okay. So after a short while, all of your food arrives. The waitress has to make a second trip to grab Cerbex's one menu. And yeah, so you all have your food, all drinking your Wadco. The dragon and the phoenix is a bit of a strange texture, as it's not really meat. It's some sort of like tofu-like thing.
Once I have the vodka in me, I'll go talk to the elf.
Okay.
I would walk up. I'm gonna be like, hello!
Hello. Can I help you?
I was just excited to see some new people here. I was wondering, what brings you here, my friend?
Probably the same thing that brings you here. Adventure?
Well, we're here on dire terms for your funeral. But, what brings you here?
Like I said, Probably the same thing that brought you here, some sort of adventure.
What adventuring do you speak of? You have sparked my interest.
I'm afraid I wish to keep that secret.
Oh, some spoils, eh?
You can say that.
Well, is it just you two taking on this adventure?
Yes. Me and Sella here. We are just passing through Kislev.
Ah, nice to meet you. Sila, is it?
You can see the halfling extends her hand out to shake your hand. Yes, Sila.
And pray tell, what is your name?
You're asking the man?
No, the full elf.
So the man?
The full elf is not a man.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, never mind. Then yes.
My name is Eglithil. What is your name?
Well, my name is Eve, but you are taking on this adventure alone. We are actually proficient adventurers. If you like, we can come and we can make this quite an interesting adventure.
I'm afraid where we're going, I don't think you can help. It's not really that kind of adventure.
We have been to many places. Where are you going? Maybe we know the terrain.
It's not so much where we're going, more where we came from.
Where you came from? Ah, quite a mystery. Is it a place well known?
I'm sure, being a dark elf, you know the island of Ulthuan.
Mm-hmm. So that is where you're going.
No, that is where I am from. I was recently exiled, as you can see his head kind of drop a little bit.
I am sorry for you being exiled. We should get something to help with that. And I call over to buy a vodka for them.
I approach and wrap my arm around Eve, and I say, "Pardon me. I hope my friend here isn't bothering you too."
No bother, no bother. Strange to see a fellow Esser claim a dark elf to be her friend.
Well, we have gone through many quests, and as strange as it may be, of course, our paths somehow crossed, and now we have decided to create an alliance. I imagine you would understand what it would be like to
Yes,
probably go on a long journey and just befriend, perhaps one of who is not of your kind.
yes, of course.
As I glance over to the halfling.
Yes, of course. I completely understand.
Pardon me for overhearing, but did you say that you're coming from Ulthuan?
Yes, I was recently exiled, and I plan on atoning for these the sins that have been laid before me, even though I feel as if they were a bit harsh.
What sins do you speak of? We don't judge, I say. Just saying.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. I'm sure. I'm sorry. What was your name? He looks to you, Adriana.
Aldriana. That's the name.
Adriana. How long ago did you leave Ulth One?
Quite some time ago now. It has been quite a journey, and I have also been hoping to go back. Unfortunately, there's been a change, and I don't think that will be occurring anytime soon.
Understandable. Well, I'm not sure if you were still around when the poison grain made it to our shores.
I was not, actually.
Well, they claimed that the poison grain that was shipped from Bretonia, I simply used it to sow whatever I could with it, and the royalty within my district saw it as negligence or ignorance on my part, so they banished me.
You're right, that is harsh.
I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope that your alliance can be restored.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Your friend.
Where are shots?
The waitress then hears you say that and quickly goes and pours you 4 shots for the table. And then she sort of obviously brings it around to you. It's okay. It's on the house.
Oh, that's so sweet, so sweet. And
Your friend said here that you are adventurers. Where are you headed now?
we have been needing to talk with our group to decide next. I have an idea, but we usually like a consensus in such things. But if you have a suggestion, I'm open-minded.
Well, I can only tell you what I've heard since I've been here. I'm not sure if that's something that might interest you.
Well, seeing as we may not come back this way for a time, it's best to hear now, so we can help and deal with it before we go elsewhere.
Well, the reason why I want to pass through here pretty quickly is apparently an adventuring party of high elves was murdered by 2 assassins. The only thing that they know about these assassins is that they wore purple cloaks.
Do I know anything about that?
Purple cloaks is generally a trait amongst elven assassins, not just high elves, or not just high elves or dark elves.
Were there any more details of the murders?
Only that, their throats were cut. Very precise. They believe
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was cut?
throats. Another rumor we heard, which probably is not true, is apparently the orc war boss known as Azag the Slaughterer has acquired something known as the Crown of Sorcery.
I don't know, Luke. You're sounding kind of low for me. I don't know.
Sounding kind of what?
Like your volume's kind of low.
Right, yeah, you're getting a little quiet. Or you sound quiet.
Let me move closer, I guess.
Put the mic in the mouth, dude.
I'm ready for it.
That sounds a lot better.
Dear
So
Lord.
there's an orc boss?
Yeah, an orc war boss known as Azhag the Slaughterer, has acquired the crown of sorcery.
Does Surbeck know anything about this?
Azhag is pretty popular amongst most orcs. Azhag, yeah. One notable thing about Azhag is he rides a giant wyvern. That's what you would know.
And he has the crown of sorcery?
Which is strange for an orc because they're not really too attuned to magic.
Where did the murders take place?
He kind of leans in a little close. Apparently, it was right here in this tavern.
And how did
Have
you
you
come?
investigated the area yet?
Yes, it was several days ago. I have not investigated it myself. And how I came about this information, well, we just kind of heard it from others speaking within the tavern itself.
In those rumors, did they say exactly where they were murdered? Like a room of some of sorts?
Within the large common room,
Is this what like where we are now?
what he means is like the shared bedrooms, like one of the shared bedrooms.
Ah, okay. Okay. Did
And
anyone
what?
come to investigate that room? Like an authority of sorts.
I'm sure someone did.
And what happened to the bodies? Have you heard? Were they disposed of?
By now, I assume they would have been disposed of. Yeah,
How long ago did these murders happen?
that scratches his chin. I believe it was 3 days ago.
Were there any witnesses to the murders?
No, I don't think so. The patrons say that other members of the that were staying in the tavern saw blood pouring out from the bedroom door, and when they entered, the three party members there were slain.
Why were a bunch of high elves here in this place, you know?
That's also a very good question. Fortunately, I don't know the answer. As you can imagine, I'd like to leave this place in my review if it has something to do with somebody targeting my kind.
What kind of elf did you say he was?
He's also an elf, just like you.
Sorry, a high elf?
Yes.
The worst kind.
Regarding the orc boss known as Hang the Slaughter, where was he last spotted?
Probably the Badlands, where most orcs are.
In the Badlands?
Yeah.
Where is it from here?
To the north. To the northwest. And he kind of describes the general direction. I mean, you guys have sort of crossed through it somewhat. You've sort of gone under it or over it when you went to the Hekara, when you ventured through the land of the dead.
Has he been causing much trouble lately?
As far as I know, no. That's why I think such rumors are misinformation. But you never know.
Good to know. Good to keep an eye. What will you do next? I know that that you're traveling.
Once we finish our meal here, Sela and I will be on our way.
I forget, did you mention where you're going?
Yes, we plan on going into Brion, into Bretonia.
Mhm.
I want to clear my name, so I need to find the origin of that grain.
What?
I need to find the origin of that grain.
Ah, sorry.
What are you planning to do to clear a name?
I haven't really thought about that. I need to find the farmers that had farmed the grain, and I need to see what happened and go from there.
Zero.
Well, I hope you have safe journeys. And we'll try to look into what happened to these high elves.
You will look into it.
It's rather a mystery and quite unfortunate their way.
Did somebody say look for origin of bad grain? Sorbek's gonna turn around.
Yes, another one of your friends, I see.
Surprising as it may be, yes.
Yes, I might know a thing or two about grain, but Sorbek points to his empty glass. Might need a little mouth loosen.
Okay. He will signal to the waitress to fill your cup. He will toss her a few coins.
Thank you. So, across some of our journeys, we originally were looking for bad grain origins, and we came across a place where they were making pies that were made of bad stuff, and grains were there that were shipped to where was the place that we first started again?
Brion?
Yeah, Brion.
To Brion. And that place had evidence of origin of grain.
Do you remember the farmer's name? Where the grain was shipped from?
Did I write that down?
I think Ophelia had the papers with all that information. If I'm not mistaken.
You had a letter from the very first session. I think it was you, Eve.
Was it me?
From a man named Nicola.
Oh.
He was the one that was shipping the boat, and he was trying to. He was basically trying to leave, and then as you guys confronted them, he turned into some sort of a zombie.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. The person's name was called Nicola.
Do you remember where his estate was? You can see that he's furiously writing on a piece of parchment.
Sorry, I really can't hear you. What'd you say?
Do you remember where his estate is? You can see that he's furiously writing on a piece of parchment.
Was it in Musion?
Yeah.
It was in, I believe it was in Brion.
Oh yeah. I recount where we saw the
Thank you. And he signals for you to get another glass full. There's Rebecca as the waitress comes around and fills your cups. All of your cups.
Thank you, thank you.
So kind, so kind.
Well, Sella, shall we go? Sella will nod her head, and the two of them will make their way outside of the tavern.
Perfect.
We wish you good fortune.
Thank you. I wish you the same.
Best of luck. After they leave, I whisper to the group, and I'm like, I think we should investigate these murders while we're here. What do you think? Hello?
I agree. I don't think I can sleep soundly at night if there's been a murder in the inn or where we're sleeping in.
I go up to the owner again. And I say, hello!
Hello?
That food was delicious, especially the drinks too. So good, so good.
Thank you, thank you.
And I lower my voice at this point. I heard some unsettling news. I heard that there were some murders here recently. I'm so sorry.
I guess some news gets a little bit exaggerated, huh?
What?
News gets exaggerated.
There was no murder.
I mean, if you account for a fight that went bad in one of the rooms, maybe.
So there's no throats being slit?
Not that I've seen.
How many were in this fight?
Two elves that were adventuring together had a bit of a spat inside of the large sleeping quarters.
Can I do an insight check to see if they're being truthful?
Yep, go for it. As far as you know, they're telling the truth.
Wisdom, why? Okay. So no one died?
No. Someone was badly cut, but that's about it.
Can I make a perception to see if he's like leaving out information purposely?
That'll probably be more like insight, so yeah, go for it.
Oh, inside, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as you can tell, no information was being left out.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy to know there's no murder, though. It was shocking news.
Do you know what happened? What happened to the person that was presumably cut?
They've since left and been on their way somewhere else.
What about the person that attacked?
Like I said, they were part of the same adventuring party. I don't know exactly what happened between the two of them, but they broke out into fighting, and one of them was badly cut. That was about it.
Did they happen to mention where they were going?
No, I don't tend to pry into such information.
Can I make an insight if he's lying?
Sure. Yeah, as far as you know, they're telling the truth.
Just so I know, they were saying that the murders happened here, right?
Yes, the original elf you were speaking to said that the murders did happen here based on rumors they had heard.
Well, I would like to take the room where this incident occurred for tonight.
Be my guest. There's 2 other beds in there if your friends want to share.
Anyone is welcome.
We also have more people coming. They may choose to be in that bed with you.
Okay. So those of you that have stayed behind, what are you doing? So Cecilia, hold on, and Siegfried.
I'd probably try and find Svetlana.
Well, I assume that's what Siegfried is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Am I going first?
Sure.
Alright. Do I find her?
She was in the same room as we when you gave the directions to the party.
Svetlana, do you mind if we go somewhere more quiet? Unless this room is already empty.
This room is not empty. Yes, of course.
I'm sorry I failed.
You did not fail.
But I came too late, and Marcus unleashed so much devastation.
I understand. This music.
This music is very... What, can you turn it to something else?
Hit that magical jukebox.
Svetlana's just got like a fucking orchestra playing music in the room.
Hey!
Hey guys, switch it up. Play To Xanarkand or something. What? Don't worry, the orchestra isn't here.
Yes, the orchestra has moved on. I'm sorry, what did you ask her? I can't remember now.
Oh, I just said that, but I was too late, and that Marcus unleashed so much devastation.
Yes, I mean, we were not the only ones that suffered. Your new friend also lost someone at the hands of Marcus. No, we all have to just cope with. We have to just cope with it, I guess.
I didn't realize this world had so much devastation outside of the Empire.
It's the main reason why my mother founded this coven. It's a place for everyone who seeks a peaceful life. She saw enough fighting war and enough devastation that she realized that whether you're immortal or not, life is not worth, is not worth spending it in a battlefield.
I'd gladly spend my life in a battlefield if it meant that Erengrad would be safe.
I know you would. Well,
I do not know what to do now that the battle is finished.
I think you found somewhat of a purpose with these people.
I wouldn't even know if they would have me.
I think the fact that they followed you here is a good indication.
Perhaps. Would you be okay here?
Yes. I will pick up where Mother left off.
Good. I promise I'll come back from wherever I do go, and I'll have lots of stories.
She kind of gives you a smile. I look forward to these stories.
Thank you for understanding. Is there anything I can help with while we're here? Before we move on?
We're in good hands. I think you and this new group of friends, wherever you're going, let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
I will. Thank you. Alright, I'm good.
Okay. Ophelia. Siegfried, are you then going to head to the tavern, making 3 lefts?
Well, if I saw my well, not my friends, they're not friends yet, it's coming on a little strong, but my acquaintances stayed behind as well. I'd probably try and find them.
You know that Goldan and Ophelia have stayed behind, so...
Yeah, I'd look for them.
Okay, so Ophelia. What are you...
Okay. Where we laid the bodies to rest, it was frozen, right?
Yeah, so it's essentially... we went deeper within the castle, and there was a section of the castle floor that was broken away, and there was a sheet of thick ice there that was then cracked, and that's where the bodies were placed before they were submerged.
Okay. I would probably just be sitting down quietly, since I don't know the next time I'd be able to come back, and this is truly goodbye.
Okay. So then, Goldan, we're on to you.
I'd probably still be looking around to see if there are any clothing vendors.
Within the castle or outside?
Well, if there's none within, then I would probably have gone and ventured out.
Okay, yeah, there was none within the castle itself.
Yeah, so I'd probably go looking for clothes for the children that we have in our group now, because considering we are in a cold climate.
Okay, I mean, you venture out, but it is fairly late, and being that it is a mostly human city, you don't find anything that's open other than the tavern itself.
All right. Well, seeing that, then I would probably look for Ophelia and Siegfried and go with them to the rest of the group at the tavern.
Okay.
Before, I guess when I'm done my conversation with Alal, I would whisper slowly to the group, I think we should still investigate, but if it turns out this murder's raid bust, maybe we can consider going to my homeland and doing what I discussed before, since our agendas opened up a bit.
Okay.
How far? How far are we from your homeland?
Ways away. But it's better we solve this before I might add a few more problems.
Do we have any means of traveling to your home place?
We have the flying boats.
Okay.
But I recommend before we leave here today to maybe get some better clothing, because the place where I am from is colder than here, and here is pretty cold for your luck.
Is there any other information that we need before we go to this place?
I won't make yourself very visible to the public there. It's a closed community. And in more simple terms, they're a bit racist.
Who would they like the least in our party?
Sad to say you, Eldriana. I mean, it was the peoples that exiled out my peoples. But, I mean, you know this history.
What about their attitudes towards halflings, orcs?
They don't like anyone but dark elves. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Is a big green dark elf.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I guess if we're going to my homeland, sneaky is best.
Okay.
I decide to go and wash up.
Okay. Eve's heading to the public bathhouse. What are the rest of you all doing then? Golden, Ophelia, and Siegfried. I assume at this point you would have made your way to the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the rest of y'all doing then? Are you gonna grab your rooms or?
I'm gonna head to my room, but in light of hearing this weird possible murder, I'm gonna sleep on the floor with my back against the wall, facing the door, and kind of barricade it slightly.
Okay, so who else is taking a single room other than Eve?
I would be.
Who else? You know, Yoke is gonna be in the murder room.
Oh my god, of not being in the murder room.
Surbek is going to make a decoy of like a person in a bed out of pillows and sleep on the floor.
Okay. Were you gonna join Yoke, or did you just want to be in the other rooms, River?
I already paid for a group room, so anybody who wants to join me can.
I'll jump in that room basically with my back against the wall, facing the door.
Yeah.
Sleep on the floor.
I'll have my own room as well.
Okay.
Quick question: if I knock on the walls of the murder room, am I?
It knocks
anyone-
back.
Is anyone in the party gonna hear my knocks? Am I adjacent to anyone?
Yes, so I've just been slotting you into the rooms as you've said. So the adjacent room to you, Yope, is Eldriana.
Okay. Anyone else on the other side?
No, it's a single room.
Okay.
Alright, so right now Yope is the only one in the murder room.
Wow.
And who's in the murder room? Like where all the murders are happening?
Just
Yep.
Yope.
Are we at the tavern at this point?
Are they still together, or would they have gone back into their bedrooms?
Is who's still together, sorry.
Yope, Eldriana, Eve, Zerbeck.
Well, Eve has claimed her room and then went to the bathhouse.
Okay. So by the time we got back, is the rest of the party still at the tavern?
They're sort of lingering about.
Okay.
I'll finish up my food and then head to the room and investigate there.
Was there anyone else in that room? Siegfried, Golden? You two are the only two that haven't claimed one. Well, and Natalia, but she just go wherever you don't.
Is the murder room the one that's open for everybody?
Yeah. It's got, currently there's 2 free beds in there.
Okay. I'll go into the murder room then.
I will also go into the murder room. And upon going into the murder room, I will barricade or start to barricade the door.
Maximum barricades.
Okay.
Hope you're all pissed before you did that.
Nope,
Wow,
that's
sit
the
back.
bucket's for.
The murder bucket.
The murder bucket. Uh-oh.
Yuck.
Someone get the bucket! Someone get the bucket!
Okay.
Before, as everyone goes into their bedrooms or tries to figure that out, I want to go find the barkeep.
Okay.
Do I successfully find her?
Yes. You successfully find her.
Perfect. Hi.
Yo.
Funny, you have such a similar, familiar greeting right now. But,
I love it. New patron.
I know that I just paid for that room, but I was wondering if I could get a few things to take with me?
Happy to help. What did you have in mind?
Do you have a menu?
Sure do. Into the menu.
I'll look at her back of house shelves. Other than vodka and ale, did she have anything else on the walls?
No, just the 2.
Do you have anything a little more? I don't want to say refined, but
Posh.
Refined.
harder.
Harder than vodka.
Well, that's a little bit of an acquired taste. Nice cat back there.
Do you like it? I'll call him Finnegan.
Adorable.
What a
Lovely
nice
white
name.
pelt.
Wow!
I'm afraid I cannot help you, my dear.
All right. I'm
A-
supposed-
If it's a wild night you want, I am sure copious amounts of vodka will achieve your goal.
I'd go.
I'm looking at the menu right now. 1 second. Ah, yes. I will have the braised scallop and goat cheese, and I'll take a bottle of vodka.
Okay. Very well. I will get that ready for you.
What do I owe you?
Well, it's normally 1 silver, but since you want the bottle, let's call it 5 silver.
Perfect. I hand her 10 silver. Keep the change.
Thank you.
I wait and sneakily try to deliver it to my room.
Okay. Okay, why don't you give me a stealth check then?
Okay. Time to use the Thea dice.
She's gonna roll a 1. I guarantee it.
19.
Damn it! That's the opposite of a 1.
Adriana, give me a perception check.
No, poop. The suspense.
Okay. So you have successfully made it to your room undetected with your red bottle.
Perfect. What does the food taste like? Is it delicious? Is it good? I guess I haven't had food in literally years, so anything would taste good.
Exactly. Because you haven't really had any food, you haven't really had anything to compare to for a very long time. But Cerbex's cooking initially was delicious, and this is even better.
All right. Well, apparently, Chef at Mystery Tavern does.
When I'm done bathing, I like to go to my room and read my book.
Okay. Those of you that were in the murder room, you wanted to investigate it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and each of you just roll an investigation check. So that's Yop, Gul'dan, and Siegfried.
But to put my fucking Sherlock Holmes hat on, y'all ready for this?
He rolls a 1.
Investigation check, you said?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Guess I'm Watson today.
Oh, I guess you're blind today.
Nah, I'm Watson, dude. What you mean?
Okay. Yop and Siegfried. You can see that the individual floorboards of the floor itself have been scrubbed clean, but remnants of blood have still stained the edges of the board itself. And you can see a dark crimson between the actual planks of wood. You also see that the bed sheets themselves are of a different color, let's say, from the other beds, newer almost. So obviously the bed sheets themselves have been changed, and the floorboards have been scrubbed clean. Someone definitely lost a lot of blood here.
Is the entire floorboard like all scrubbed clean, or just the areas where the blood splattered?
From what you can tell, the entire room was probably filled.
He had a lot of blood.
I walk over to the bed. You said the bed sheets were changed.
Yeah.
What about the mattress itself? So I sort of pull the bed sheets over and look at the bed.
Yeah, you can't compare to the other ones similar to the sheets, but you do see that it is a relatively new mattress.
Okay. Um.
I walk around the floorboards and see if any specific floorboards like creak or something.
Yeah, you kind of press around and you don't really notice anything that creaks out of the ordinary. I mean, it is a wooden floor, so you can get a bit of a squeak and a squawk here and there, but nothing.
Anything we can find in the nightstands or anything? Any obvious drawers, anything like that?
Yeah, there's like a small nightstand with a couple of chairs, but there's nothing sort of out of place there as you search through it.
What? Hmm. See what I can do. Siegfried and Golden, what do you guys think? Do you guys find this quote unquote murder room suspicious, or is it just rumors?
Well, I feel like if it was something a bit more, I guess, sinister, Svetlana probably would have heard about it. She didn't mention it.
Something is odd. Someone is hiding what actually happened.
Who did she say? Was it another pair of adventurers that stayed here?
That's what the barkeep told you, that it was a pair of adventurers.
I'm going to turn to Siegfried and say, what did Svetlana tell you about, if anything,
About what?
about the murder room? If anything.
I only found out when I got here, but she didn't mention anything about any murders when I asked if there was anything we could help with.
Why would she hide something like this?
I'm not sure if she would, honest.
Are you suggesting she was unaware?
Perhaps, which is why, if I think this murder might have been, as the innkeeper says, fight.
So do we not see any obvious splatters anywhere anymore?
No, you just see the blood that's sort of stained the wooden planks, and but you can tell that it covers the majority of the room. The room itself is like 30 feet wide and like 50 feet long.
She had also mentioned the barkeep that it was like one person had been cut.
Yeah. Well, based on what we've learned from the barkeep, she mentioned there's only one person that was cut, but the splatter and the stains from one person wouldn't really explain the blood that they had to clean from this room. I think
They're not being honest with what happened here.
I do not think that Lana would hide something, but I could ask her.
do we have a window in our room?
Yep. You have a window?
Anything I can see if I look out?
If you look out, give me another investigation check. Before I let you know, is anyone going to assist him?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll assist them.
All right. Whoever's assisting, then go ahead and roll.
Can we both help him, or?
If you all want to investigate the window, then go for it. Then the two of you roll.
I'll also investigate. 17.
Oh shit! An 18. Here we go.
That
We
minus one for you, though.
We ain't blind today.
You can see that the locking mechanism of the window itself is broken.
Forced entry.
How big is the window?
The window's about just over 5 feet wide and equal size high.
Can I dust the window for fingerprints?
CSI Siegfried.
This is criminal Siegfried investigation.
Is there like a ledge that I can stand on if I go through?
Yeah, you can probably fit yourself inside of the windowsill.
Yo, Caruso.
But there's nothing I can stand on, right?
Yeah, like the window ledge itself, like the window is deep set into the wall, let's say, and then there's like a stone sill inside, and that's on both sides of the window itself.
Like there's no roof outside or that I can stand on?
Like your window goes directly outside.
Okay.
And onto the ground floor.
Clear signs of forced entry.
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting piece to the puzzle.
You said there's stains on the floor, right?
Yes.
Is there like small specks of blood splattered everywhere, or is it just like one big splash?
From what you can tell, like you don't see any specks other than the only blood you see is the ones between the floorboards itself. But you can tell that the floorboards themselves have been cleaned. So whoever cleaned the room did a very thorough job.
I don't know if this was already asked, but do the floorboards sound hollow? Like if I
hollow.
Yeah, like if I does it sound like there is nothing underneath them? Like if one of the floorboards been hollowed out?
No, like you kind of knock on several of them to see if you can pick up a different sound, but they all sound uniform and the same.
From the window, was there a ledge that someone would climb up on? I'm assuming.
Yes, it's not very high. You can easily climb in.
How many like pathways could one take if they were to try to flee the scene? Like, is there only one kind of path or route out, or could they go many different ways?
You know what? Let's just load up map tools.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh shit, I got a load of map tools for. Oh, that's never good. Golan's gonna take a step on an arcane trap and get blown up into the next world.
What's the IP?
1 sec, I wonder if it changed.
So Brock's gonna pull out his trusty dusty map.
Tools.
You have 142, 184, 191, 203.
Nope.
So that's the one. I'll copy and paste it on purpose.
Oh, it's a nice room. I like the map.
I like the map too.
I'm still loading in.
Surbeck looks so comfortable.
But I'm sure I'm gonna like the map as well.
So I'm gonna have to give you all ownership of your tokens because this is a whole new file.
The whole new world.
Oh shit.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Sleep with one eye open. Whoever's sharing a room with. Anybody.
Cupcake agrees.
Cupcake's like, you better keep your eyes on your kibbles.
Marco, I'm assuming I'm giving you ownership of Brianna.
No, she's playing on her computer.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Just taking, until next year to load.
It's okay. The new year just happened, so you have plenty of time.
Oh, is there no second floor to the inn?
No, it's a single floor.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, those of you that are logged in, let me know if you have issues moving your token.
Wait, yeah, I'm
Nope,
good.
I can run around like a wizard.
Hey guys, how's it going over here?
I can move my token.
Sweet.
Sleepover.
I'm assuming that this is the window that we're investigating.
Yes.
So
Here's the window.
they could either head straight into this is another tavern, I'm assuming.
That is basically like a stable.
Stable. That's back to the tavern. Main area of the city. Or the
Wow,
and
this
then
is so nice.
Yeah, dude. This is so detailed, man. What's going on over here? And then does this lead back to the castle?
That's back, yeah, towards the town itself.
This might be your nicest map.
Well, I didn't make it, so don't give me any credit.
Oh,
This might be your nicest map.
well saying this is great. It's like, yeah.
Oh, is this a little bath area? What's that?
Oh, wow.
This is cute.
I'm
Little
going to go
stable?
investigate the stables.
What was that?
I'm gonna go investigate the stables.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through the
You're gonna
the
go-
window here.
Okay.
Am I
This
the
place
only
is-
one who can fit through?
You're the only one that can easily fit through. Golden can fit through, but it would require a little bit of finesse. Not very much.
I'm a
Push your fat
finesse.
body in it.
I'm a finagle-a-dangle on my way in.
Literally just like jumps up and walks through the window.
I'm going in.
Okay. So you're going to go into the stables. Inside you see 6 stables. Should probably be turning on daytime. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, my characters are gone.
Okay. There we go. Can you see it now?
Just a heads up, I'm
Yeah.
reading, but I'm also on edge and listening intently for like anything.
She's a true crime fanatic. She just wants to find out the ending to this crime.
Well, also I just heard like a bunch of elves got murdered here, so I'm just like, all right.
All right, so those of you that are going to the stables, you see 6 stables. Each stable has 2 horses in it, and you can roll an investigation if you wish. Eve, give me a perception check.
Oh god.
Bye, Luca.
Oh lord. Yup, roll it up, homie.
Hold on. I checked the bushes
Oh god.
and the trees.
We're in the
Okay.
stable.
Give me that investigation roll.
Oh
Nat
shit.
20.
Oh, she's a +0.
Okay, Eldriana, what are you investigating? Are you investigating your room?
Oh, I thought we were investigating the stable.
Or did you go? I didn't. I thought it was only Gul'dan and Yop.
Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. Then I'll just investigate my room.
Okay. All right. So let me just start from the top here then. Okay. So Golden.
I'll drop my monocles. I can't see.
Yeah, you're a little bit distracted by the amount of horses that are in there, but you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Eve, your perception check, natural 20. Nice. So you see, or you hear rather, you hear footsteps from sort of a general close location. You can't tell if it's within your room or just in the hallway itself, but you do notice two sets of footsteps, or you hear two sets of footsteps. Yup, you're investigating the bushes.
Yep.
Okay, you rolled a. You don't have any bonuses to your investigation?
No.
Okay. All right. With your 14, as you jump out the window and you kind of investigate the shrubbery nearby, you do pick up a shredded piece of clothing. It's a purplish. I wouldn't say silk, but it's like it's a fine type of material, and it's like a deep purple.
With blood?
With blood.
I walk over to the stables.
Aldriana, was this an investigation or was this?
Sorry, what was that?
Was this investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Okay. You kind of comb through your room after hearing, several other high elves were murdered, but you don't notice anything sort of out of place in the room itself. Yup, you go into the stables and see what Goldon saw. You see 6 individual stables with 2 horses randomly roaming around within them.
I tell Golden what I found. Golden, I found one of these, a piece of clothing, and it has blood on it. The innkeeper mentioned that there was not the innkeeper, the 2 adventurers that we met earlier. They mentioned 2 assassins. And they killed someone. And I guess this is proof that they were involved in the fight.
This is getting more and more interesting. I find it odd that nobody has looked into it this much.
How many horses? There's 6. So there's 12 altogether?
Yes, 12.
Well, from what I can tell, the assassins fled from here, from our room, went through the window, and obviously, if you're an assassin, once you've killed your target, you want to escape right away. But, as we can see, there's 12 horses in the stable. And it's suggesting to me that they may still be around this area.
That's exactly what I am thinking. I am thinking somebody else, someone we've interacted with, has a hand in this. And we just don't know it yet.
Would Siegfried have been able to tag along for this? I went to go get a snack and now everyone's in the stables.
Yeah, you would have been able to tag along.
Okay.
Also,
Cool.
after hearing that there's like 2 extra sets of footsteps, I would have cast the Rune of Defense, and I would sneakily try to like listen more for those footsteps to try potentially even follow it.
Okay. I mean,
But like around opening doors and like around corners, like just like slowly moving, like popping my head and all that.
you wanted to investigate the other rooms.
I want to follow the sound, like try to locate it. Just move slowly and cautiously.
Okay. The sounds themselves, you can hear them. They came from basically from here, and they came down to here.
Wait, I didn't have the map tools page like fully open. Where?
It came from this area where you entered this sort of chamber room, and down the hallway.
Okay, then I would slowly open my door to peer out and see if I can see anyone walking.
So you peer out, and you don't see anybody.
Okay. It's dark, right?
It's dark, but you do have your dark vision.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I hope I can see clearly because I have dark vision.
Yeah. So with your dark vision, you still don't see anybody.
All right, then I will start moving slowly. Yeah, I would start moving slowly.
Down the hallway.
Yeah. Before I continue onward, I would just move slowly.
Okay. So you move slowly.
Oh, hey guys.
You move slowly down the hallway, and you reach the end here. You see there's another door. You don't hear these footsteps anymore, but you do know that they came in this direction.
Okay. I would. I would go to Surbek's room, and I would tell Surbek, I heard two people, and I'd whisper, I heard two people walking down this hallway and into this room. Whisper to me, Surbek, don't scream loud, but watch my back. I'm going to try to sneakily listen to what's going on in that room.
Surbek's gonna give a thumbs up.
Yeah. So I tell Surbek more or less to watch my back. I go to that room, and do I hear anything?
You go just to the outside of the room, or do you?
Yeah, outside.
You go to the outside of the room, and you don't hear anything.
Can I see in the people?
There's not really a large enough peephole, but you can take a peek through, and you don't really see anything as it's fairly dark inside.
Okay. Can I try to see if it's open?
Yep. So you sort of test the door, and you can tell that it's open.
Okay. I go back to Surbek, and I'm like, I'm going to go into the room. Watch me back. He's so big.
Another thumbs up.
Okay. I open the door slowly to see if I see anyone.
So you open the door slowly, and in this dark room, you can see that there's several cots that are sort of bedrolls that have been rolled out. It's a lot less comfortable than the rooms that you guys are staying in currently. Probably meant for someone who doesn't want to spend too much, or just needs something quick and dirty kind of thing. But inside, you don't see anybody sort of roaming around.
I don't see anyone at all, right?
Nope, you see nobody.
Do I see anyone above?
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. I go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going
Can
with
I
Serb
invest-
at your back. Can you investigate?
I want to investigate the room.
Okay, go for it.
Surbek will help.
I mean, yeah, other than the sort of slightly dusty bedrolls laid out and the ones piled up in the corner, you don't notice anything else.
Do I hear anything?
Let's give me a perception check then.
Would I get advantage with Surbek being here with me or no?
Yeah, if he's going to help you, which I assume he will.
Yeah.
Another natural 20 on perception.
On useless shit, though. Come on.
So you hear the footsteps again. This time they're heading this way.
They're heading behind me?
They're heading this way.
Is there another floor?
Nope.
Alright. I follow them sneakily as best I could.
Yeah, they sort of die off the moment you kind of reach here. You don't hear anything else.
Do I see anything or?
Nope.
They die off around Ophelia's room, right?
You and Ophelia are facing to each other. So the moment you reach about here, like just at the entrance of either door, the footsteps sort of fade to nothing.
Well, then I go into my room and see if anyone's in there.
Again, with Surbek at your back, you kind of slowly open your room, and your room is the way you left it. No one's inside.
I check Ophelia's room.
Okay. So you go to open the door, and I'm assuming it's locked, Ophelia?
Yeah.
I would knock on Ophelia's door.
Would I be back by then?
Yes.
Okay. Hello?
Ophelia, it is me, Eve.
And Surbek.
What are you doing? Go to bed.
There are people that are walking about.
It's a tavern.
Yes, but I'm wondering if it may be the assassins that were mentioned.
What?
Assassins.
You forget that I wasn't there, by the way. What?
Yes, you missed some things while you were at the castle. There was a rumor that people were murdered here by assassins.
Assassins.
Mm-hmm.
And the footsteps went away right where we are. I'm whispering, by the way. And I wanted to
I sit up, I look around my bedroom. No assassins in here.
Okay. I am thinking that maybe they might be on the roof at this point, considering I'm hearing footsteps going back and forth and I can't see anybody.
Sorry, say that again. Christina came and distracted me.
It's okay. Wait, actually, could I feel like anyone, like, presence, I guess?
How would you check that?
Hmm?
Can I feel you?
Like, I'm wondering, like, if, I mean, obviously I heard someone moving, but I'm, like, kind of getting the idea, I'm having ideas run through my mind, and, like, maybe they have invisibility, like working for them?
I'll say that with your, obviously you got 2 natural 20s on your perception check, so yeah, you obviously feel some sort of a presence.
Hmm. I whisper to Surbeck, "Leave me helping visibility."
Surbeck's going to windmill swing around him.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of windmill swing your arms around, narrowly avoiding Eve in this sort of tight hallway. Well, tight for you, normal for Eve. And other than, the waving of her hair around from the wind behind your arms, you don't feel anything. You don't make contact with anything.
I decide to go on the roof, see if anyone's up there.
So you're going to go out and give me an acrobatics check to climb.
Did we ever find anything in the stables? I'm assuming that we found nothing.
I forgot what your investigation checks were, so why don't you roll, or let me know what those are now.
I had rolled a 4, or
Wait, no,
4.
you got. I swear you got an 18 and I got a 17. Or was that for another one?
I think that was for another one. See, I don't know because now I'm lost.
Oh, I got 14.
Okay. So considering that you've got a 14, you don't see anything out of the ordinary in the stables itself. Eve, you successfully climb onto the roof. You kind of peer out. You can see the city at this point. Most lights are off. Everyone's turned in to go to sleep. And you kind of look around, and you see nothing other than the snow tops of the houses around you and the building that you're currently on.
Is there any footprints in those snowy parts?
So you do notice a single set of footprints leading. So if you imagine this is the roof, like we're on the roof, leading this way and then down.
So the direction that I was following.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can I like ascertain like from the size, like what type of race it might be? Like if it's like a halfling or.
Give me. Yeah, you'd be able to tell. You can make out that it's some sort of an elven footprint. It's very slender.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I see where it was going next?
No, you can only see it was from the roof over this direction and probably down.
I would follow it down and see where else it might lead.
So you follow it down, and now you're basically in front of the bedroom where the murder, quote unquote, happened.
Okay. By the way, before I moved, I will let Surbeck know what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm just like in general informing Surbeck along the way.
Surbeck's giving a series of thumbs up.
Is Surbeck following her on the roof?
Buddy system.
Surbeck will stay on the ground, but be cautious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I go to the ground where the window is. Do I see where it's heading from here?
You look into the room, and this is the room where Yope, Siegfried, and Golden should be, but you don't see them currently.
Mm-hmm. But I don't see whoever might be in there either, right?
No, you don't notice anybody else.
Can I throw snow? In the room?
Okay. Throw snow how?
I wanna like just get like a big pile of snow and throw it in the room. So I wanna see if it's gonna land on anyone invisible.
Okay. So you're going to gather up snow from the ground and throw it into the room?
Yeah. I want to do it sneakily.
Okay. So you gather up some snow from outside, and you begin to scatter it into the room, covering the floor, the bed, etc. You don't notice anyone in particular, like any sort of irregular shapes or anything like that. Like you haven't discovered anyone that's invisible.
Okay. Do I hear more footsteps?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Why are all my nat 20s
boy.
going towards this?
Wow.
Yo,
Are you
baking in-
serious?
are you
Why
baking
can't it
in
be in
Discord?
battle?
Jeez. Okay.
Such a waste.
Let's see here. Okay. So with your perception check of another nat 20, you don't. So you wanted to sort of hear like what's going on in this area, right?
Yeah, I just in general around me want my senses to be
Yep.
heightened because I have a feeling that they might be invisible.
Yep.
So,
So you don't hear anything else now.
I don't hear anything?
No.
Oh, that's a waste of a natural 20. Oh my gosh.
You got 3 in a row. I mean,
Such a lame thing. I find nothing.
You never know. Could be something good.
Alright. I don't know why I'm back in my room. Would I have found any footsteps leading away from the window?
give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Those of you in the stables, what are y'all doing?
Well, I know that me and Yop talked about how there's no horses missing from the stables. I remember that. In which case, that means that whoever the murderers are, they either haven't left, or they came from out of the town and just kind of
Stable
temporarily.
sleepers.
Huh? What? I didn't hear what he said.
He said stable sleepers and then never spoke again.
So either they.
I'm not in the stables though, right?
No. You're in the stank room with Sir.
Yeah, boy.
So either they are still in the town, still in the stables, or they had their own horses and just never used the stables to begin with.
Eve, your investigation of an 18, you see now you see several footprints, 3 sets of fresh footprints leading towards the stable, and then a single set leading away.
The single set leading away, does it look like the elven ones?
Yes.
Okay. I would quickly go to the ones towards the stable because I'm presuming it's my teammates.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would open the door and see if they're there.
Yeah, so you see Siegfried, Yop, and Golden chilling.
I would tell them, guys, I found a trail we might be trying to find. I'm going to follow it. Will you come with me or will you keep investigating here?
Are you sure it's not our footprints?
Yes, I know the person to be Elvin. They followed them earlier in the tavern.
Okay, then let's
If you're
Well, you
certain,
lead.
let's check.
I will
oh.
follow the footprints.
Eldriana, give me a perception check. Oh my god, what is with these nat 20s?
Why?
Holy shit. Okay, well, you hear the creaking of a door, and then someone trying to be sneaky, trying to be inconspicuous, and walk through the hallway.
This is the hallway door? Like, hold on.
You
Okay.
hear a door open in this vicinity, and then someone trying to walk through the hallway very quietly.
Quietly go to my door and listen very carefully.
You want to listen further?
And if the steps have already gone out to the hallway, then I'll open my door and look out.
So yeah, the steps are in the hallway, so you want to open the door?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the door to find Ophelia holding an empty plate and an empty bottle of Wadco.
Nice.
Okay. Does she see me?
Yep.
Interesting to find you out here at this time, getting something to eat and drink.
Ophelia looks at Eldriana, winks. We saw nothing today, and blows her a kiss and walks away.
How does she blow a kiss if she has both hands full?
I can make the motion with my mouth.
Just a pucker.
A third hand appears.
Yeah. Someone blows the kiss for me.
Someone's getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
I smirk back.
Okay.
Does she just goes back into her room?
You can see that she's bringing the empty stuff back into the tavern area.
I'm going to follow.
Okay.
Are you making yourself known that you're following me?
I'll try to be stealthy, and I'll
Okay.
yeah.
Stealth check for you then, and then I guess perception check for you, Ophelia.
Okay.
Okay, so Ophelia, you see a relatively good attempt by Aldriana to stay stealthy and follow you into the tavern, but you spot her out.
You could just ask if you wanted to join me for a drink. No need to hide, and I continue making my way.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you mind if I join you for a drink?
By all means.
Very well. And I'll continue walking with her to the tavern.
Okay. All right. We'll go back to the stable group here.
So we didn't end up finding anything in the stables?
No, not in the stable.
I mean, it was only me and Yop that looked. I don't know if you looked too.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled Luca.
Well, only Yoke rolled a 14. You can roll if you want to see if you can get something higher.
Yeah, let's. Oh, yeah, 7.
Okay.
Hey man, at least we now know.
Yeah. Golden, were you gonna roll, or was that?
I rolled before, unless you want me to roll again.
No, it's fine. We'll go based on that. You rolled a 18, I think.
A 4.
Oh, 4, right.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say it's an 18, I mean, I'm okay with that.
No, I'm good with the 4. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You might want it to be an 18.
Yeah. So nothing unusual in the stables either.
I'm following the footsteps.
I'll follow Eve.
Um,
Oh, you said there's only one set of footsteps.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looks similar to the one that I saw on the roof, the elven ones.
So you see a single set of footsteps just leaving that window, heading out. In this direction. I wasn't pressing the spacebar like this. But just as it reaches out here, you can see that the footsteps are no longer, like, you can't track them anymore.
Like, do they just stop, or it's just like too?
The ground itself is too beat up. You can't tell.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
If I ask you to roll a perception check, you're going to get another nat 20.
I have no idea. Let's see. Let's see.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, my luck flee for me.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I haven't rolled a nat 20 in like years.
This is more realistic.
A 10. Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anything now.
Okay. I'm gonna move to the other side of where those cots were.
The other side here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know if there's anything suspicious.
Okay. If you and Yope go there, you can each give me an investigation check.
Should I
Oh,
roll with
gosh.
advantage considering Yope's there helping me?
So if Yope rolled, which he did, then it's just one roll each. So it's an investigation for you, Eve. So whatever bonus you get, too.
Now this is where the luck.
Oh,
This is
that was
where it
the
starts to decline.
That was a quick decline. 20,
God.
20, 20, 10, 1.
All right.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You don't notice anything.
What the?
I would try to then move to the other side of where the stables are.
Okay.
Can we try going in here?
This door is locked from the outside.
Wait, has anyone been here yet?
I have.
You've been
Oh,
inside.
okay.
I would want to check like the exterior of the stable, like the entrance where they haven't gone in yet. I'd also want to see if the footsteps possibly had continued that way.
So sorry, you wanted to check the footsteps going in which direction?
Like on the other side of the stable. So not where they entered from, but like
Oh, so from here, basically.
yeah.
I mean, here you would just see, like, it's very, very beat up here. This is where the horses come in, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You don't notice anything other than a horse tracks going in and out.
Then I'd want to check the general perimeter.
Yeah, same thing. You just you see a general smattering of footsteps around, but nothing that matches the sort of size and build of the ones you were tracking.
I go over to the other corner over here. Do I see anything along this side?
No.
I would go into the tavern. Is
Back
it pretty
into the-
late at this point?
It's getting pretty late, yeah.
Is
going back into the main
anyone
room?
like is the tavern like open? Like is anyone in there?
Well, when you approach, you can see in the window, you see Eldrea, Anna, and Ophelia just having a drink.
But is the barkeep there and anyone else?
She's there, but you can see that she's getting ready to sort of close up.
I would kind of like hang back out of sight, and I just kind of want to watch her.
The barkeep?
Yeah, but I don't want to make myself known. I kind of want to
Okay.
see where she goes
Okay.
after she's done her duties and stuff.
Yeah, just give me a stealth check then. All right, what are the rest of you doing? Golden and Siegfried. Teokata, I'm assuming you're just sleeping.
Unless I've been disturbed, yeah.
I'm just like, perhaps we should get some rest.
Perhaps. Golden will ask Siegfried if. Do you know any might have more information about this?
What was the question?
Do you know anybody who might have more information for us to follow any leads?
Do I know anyone other than Svetlana that would know something? Luca?
Probably not. And judging by your interaction with Svetlana and your relationship with her, if she had known about it, she would tell you, and she didn't mention anything.
I do not know anybody else that would know anything more than Svetlana.
Interesting.
Is the barmaid Elven? I don't know.
Yes.
What type of Elven?
That is a good question. It's a little bit harder to discern where she's from.
Okay. So do I pass my stealth?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So you kind of creep on the barmaid a little bit, and you can see Eldriana and Ophelia just sharing a bottle of Wadco.
I want to see where she goes when she finishes up here in the tavern. Barmaid.
Okay. While she's doing that, what are the rest of y'all doing then? Are you gonna just continue investigating?
If will I be able to go up to here, climb this tree, and rest there?
Sorry, I didn't see where you were pointing.
Oh, here. So if I was here, then I went to the tree and rest there.
Like in the tree?
Yeah. Will I be able to do that?
Yeah. You just need to give me an acrobatics to climb the tree.
Okay. What's my acrobatics? Ah, really? Oh!
Wow. You've never felt so acrobatic. You just make your way up the tree. Those of you that may have seen it don't even believe it.
I'll rest here, I guess, and see if I hear anything suspicious.
Okay. All right, Surbeck. Sorry, Surbeck. Yeah, where are you? Have you stopped following Eve? Or are you trying to look in as well?
I'll still follow Eve around.
Give me a stealth check since she's.
I don't want him to follow me. Like when I'm unsuccessful in finding like more footsteps, and I decide to like skulk the barmaid, I tell Surbeck, I will let you know if anything else happens, but from here on out, I want to be sneaky and just look around. No offense, big guy, you're not very sneaky.
Zerbeck tiptoes as sneakily as possible forward, since Zerbeck's like the sneakiest person in the entire squad.
Uh-huh.
Don't fail me now. Eh.
Okay. Yeah, still a success. So you're chilling outside even though she doesn't want you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Gul'dan and Siegfried.
Those are never good. It's never good. Never good sound.
So what are you doing, Gul'dan? Siegfried, what are you doing? You're the only ones left outside. Well, Yop's outside hiding in a tree.
do I see him up there?
No, you wouldn't have seen him climb the tree because you're inside the thing still.
Oh boy. I don't know about ye old Siegfried, who is now back from his strange disappearance.
Yeah, you just plug the controller back in.
I got the snack.
Goldman's gonna grab it out of his hand. You could at least share.
Pistachios.
Oh, fancy. Unless there's really not much set else that we can do right now, so Golden will probably just retire for the night and then barricade his room upon arriving in his room. And
Okay.
With examining the barmaid, am I getting any Daughter of Cain vibes from her?
Daughter of Cain vibes.
Or like Darfa Elf vibes?
I would say, yeah, you're getting a few of those vibes. She's a little bit more on the pale skin side, but not as pale as what you're normally used to seeing from a dark elf. But no Daughter of Cain vibes, as you don't see any like runes or anything on her body.
Okay. Extremely pale dark elf. Possibly. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so Ophelia and Eldriana, at some point during your somewhat silent drinking, the barmaid will come up to you and say, "Well, I'm closing up shop. Feel free to take the bottles to your rooms."
Of course. Assuming that this part here is a lock door.
It will be.
Oh, I was asking DM, not
Oh, yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, thank you. I pay for the bottle and make my way back to my bedroom.
Okay. She grabs her cat and locks up.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. And good night.
Good night. She will lock up the tavern and begin to make her way out. But when she leaves out of the back door. She'll lock the front door here, and she'll leave out the door here.
Yeah, I'm like skulking and trailing behind her.
How far do you want to follow her?
I have really good dark vision, right? I would say I mean, what's respectable here? 60 feet?
You tell me. I mean,
60 feet?
sure. So you follow her for about 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you follow her for about 60 feet, and you can see she continues to walk even beyond that, but you kind of scope where she's going, and you can see that she lives in one of the nearby homes there. She unlocks the door, heads inside. You can see a torch being lit on the inside, and then that torch moves from the main floor up to the top floor. She's probably getting ready for her own rest itself, and then eventually that torch gets put out.
I linger to see if she tries to talk to anyone or I hear anything.
How long do you want to linger for?
Half an hour.
So, God, that's a long time. So yeah, you linger for about half an hour, and you don't notice any activity in the vicinity either.
I feel like those linger about an hour too, though.
Those linger beyond time. There's songs written about them.
With not really seeing much suspicious activity, I would then return to the tavern. Well, You know what? Screw it. I'll investigate her home. I'm there anyway.
Okay.
B&E ain't a crime, right?
Getting some Moaning Monique vibes here.
All I'm going to say is that the group better have a good lawyer for this one.
But before I go in, I want to disguise myself.
Okay.
I want to disguise myself to look like, I don't know, an average classic human Kislevian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sirbeck quietly goes back to his room. Okay, you convert yourself to look like a average-looking Kislevian.
Yeah. And I try to lockpick and go in there, see if I can find anything sneaky.
Okay, give me a thieves' tools check, followed by a stealth check.
What do I do for thieves' tools check?
I'm pretty sure it's a dex, and if you're not proficient with it, then it would just be d20 plus your dex.
I am proficient in it. Okay.
Okay. You have thieves' tools, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's how Sirbeck unlocks doors.
Just busting them down.
It just kicks them open. Baff!
With my proficiency, it would be like 13.
Okay. So 13. You try, but you're unsuccessful at picking the lock.
Damn. Okay. Is there a window I can open?
You can try. Again, they're locked.
I will try then.
Okay, another thieves' tools check then. Okay, this time you are successful.
Okay.
Now give me that stealth check.
Before I go in for the stealth, I am going to cast enhance ability, and I'm going to do it on that.
No, I need you to give me the stealth, because if you make noise while picking the lock.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Okay. So in the process of picking the lock, you make a slight sound, and you hear, "Hello? Is there someone there?"
I run. But I run sneakily. Like a ninja. Like Naruto running. With my hands back.
Oh my gosh. All right. Jesus Christ. All right. So as you hear the voice calling out to see whoever is there, you begin to move away, and as you move to a safe distance, you see the torchlight illuminate in the room again, and then you continue to move away to a much safer distance. But you suspect that you have been detected.
I return to the tavern.
That's all killed.
So you return to the tavern, and how are you going to get in? Because currently all the doors are locked.
I go through.
There is this window that was open. That
I was
you
gonna say I'm gonna go through through the boys' messed up window.
okay. And now the boys, are you guys back in your room?
Yeah, I came back and I started barricading the door to our room.
That's right. Yeah. So
Before I go in, I changed it to it look like myself.
Okay.
But like, if I was barricading the entrances to our room, how would she be able to get in?
Well, that's a good question. So as you went into the room, you notice that the room is now covered in snow that has now melted. So now the floors, the bed sheets, the pillows, everything everywhere.
What? What?
I don't know. Someone was beatboxing.
And the DJ Luke.
That wasn't me.
I think it was Eric.
Oh.
So we notice that our room is now flooded. So
Not flooded, but someone dumped a bunch of snow everywhere, and your bed is now wet.
my bed. Upon entering the room and inspecting the school, and say, "Be like, now what moronic imbecile would have thrown snow into our room?" Ooh. I'm gonna look at Yop. Yop, you do this?
I'm not there. I'm in a tree.
He's in a tree.
Oh, wait. I
Yop,
look at Siegfried. Look at Siegfried. Was this you?
I do not think I would do that. I think I would remember. Plus, I was with you the whole time.
I don't know. Who would have done this? Wasn't me.
Do you think it was the assassins?
So
Perhaps.
Someone who for people who pride themselves on being stealthy, this would be the exact opposite thing I would expect them to do.
So Surbek would have gotten back to the window before Eve, since he left Eve as she was doing her thing. He would just tap on the window.
Like, you know, I'm gonna give a look at Siegfried and be like, "You don't think?"
I think you know them better than I do.
It's Surbek.
Oh my! I can start unbarricading the window and being like, "Surbek, what are you doing out here?"
Follow Eve. She do something weird. Surbek leave.
Is that why there's snow in our room?
Yes.
No, Surbek wasn't there. He didn't see.
I was there.
He
I was
was
following
there.
you the whole time.
No, but he wasn't there at the time when I put the thing in the window because he didn't want to go out the window himself on the roof.
No, I was at the bottom floor. I was.
He was at the bottom, yeah.
I was
he?
on the floor, not on the roof, because I was probably.
He was on the ground level, not stopping you.
I am learning so much about you.
Ah, this explains now why our room is covered in snow. What is Eve up to? You said she was doing something weird.
go to inn owner's home.
Oh,
Why would she do that?
Cervic's gonna shrug.
where's she now?
Cervic's gonna shrug again.
That's not good.
I can only imagine what she would have been doing there.
Perhaps we should go find Eve then.
Before someone else does.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you know where the innkeeper's home is, Zerbeck?
Cervic's gonna nod his head.
By that time, aren't I just outside the window?
Not exactly, but it would be shortly after they leave to come meet up with you. You'd probably meet about halfway.
Oh, I'll meet them halfway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eve, did you find anything?
I was searching. I had an idea, but I didn't want to risk good patronage, so I was returning back.
Did the idea involve snowballs?
Was the idea
Just
at the
asking
time? This person moving about was very swift. And I thought they might be invisible at one point. I figured snow might be revealing. Unfortunately not. Sorry.
I mean, personally, I would have thrown maybe wine or some sort of colored liquid. But, in any case, what were you up to?
Well intentioned.
So, Cervec tells us you went to the barmaiden's house.
Yes. I was observing her because of the fact that there's so much evidence that points to the story of a murders. And why would she say something else, something otherwise? I found her suspicious. And with observing her, I noticed she's elven and very pale. And I thought maybe she is more than what she seems. And I figured maybe I'll follow her to learn more. And I tried to go and see a little more, but she woke up. And I didn't want to lose good lodging, so on a hunch, I figured I'd come back.
Well, I can't fault you on that. We do need a place to stay while we are here. But I'm
Yes.
assuming you found nothing then.
I mean, we followed the footsteps out that led to outside, and again, she's still on my radar, but yeah, there's much suspicion here. I mean, we do know that the assassin is elven.
At this point, Golden just going to look to Siegfried and ask him what he thinks the next step should be.
Oh, I should also mention the footsteps at one point led into the room with some dirty cuts and stuff. I feel like if they were assassins, they might have rested there at some point, but there was not much evidence found. Again, with the invisibility, I thought they might be invisible.
And this room, in the tavern or her
The
home?
tavern.
Do you think we can get access to this room?
We're back in the tavern.
Do you think we can get access to this room in between our snack breaks?
Perhaps.
But regardless, we're losing time to rest. I do think we should try.
I don't see any harm in trying now. Better trying at night rather than in the daytime.
True, true. I suggest we go back.
Since there's assassins about, I think Siegfried would want to rest with Svetlana, just in case.
Okay.
Ah, come on. You ain't scared of a little assassins, are you? You got
Just
me in
in
big
case,
fights.
quotes.
Just in case they try and assassinate Svetlana.
Come on now. You got me and Surbek by your side.
I know, but what if they try something on Svetlana?
I don't think that they would be that stupid.
Hmm.
If we are this deep and we have not a large amount of evidence, but evidence building, clearly they're not the best at what they do.
It's true.
I do not see them organized enough to even attempt to take down Svetlana.
Very well. I'll stay with you.
Okay. So you guys make your way back to the tavern. Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah, that's what he really wanted.
Karen should be banned from gifts.
She's just a meme machine.
Yo, our YouTube's gonna get demonetized, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making so much cash.
Gonna get demonetized beyond being demonetized.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna owe them money for every view.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay them. Alright. So you guys make it back to the tavern and back into your originally allocated rooms.
And I'm going to rebarricade as I enter. Or doors and window. Or windows and doors, I should say.
Okay. So you guys lay down for some rest finally after a crazy emotional day.
And then our bed drying.
Yes. Some of you a little more comfortable than others. Eve, just as soon as that elven sleep-like trance takes you, you feel a drip on your head. You go to touch it, and it doesn't feel watery. It feels almost oily. You take a look, and you realize it's green in color. As you look up, you see two dark-skinned elves wearing hoods and masks. Their flesh is dark because it's severely burned.
Hey, sorry. I had to go to the bathroom real quick, and I missed a lot. What's happening?
Okay. So, as you lay down to sleep in your elven-like trance, you feel a drip of something on your head. And you touch it, and you can feel that it's not watery, it's almost oily. And as you look at it, you can see that it's like a green color. And then as you look up, you can see that there are two dark-skinned elves in hoods and masks directly above you. Their skin is dark, not because it's dark flesh, but because it's severely burned. You can see the scarring and the cracks within the skin itself. Their hair is completely white. And they both have two poison-tipped daggers out. And
Before I would have gone into my room, though, I would have checked around.
You would have checked around, and you would have seen nothing.
Okay.
And seeing them afterwards makes you believe that your suspicions were correct. That these these people have some way of making themselves invisible. That's why they were able to get past you. And seeing that it is 1:45, I think we're gonna end it there.
Oh, what the heck? Cliffhanger.
Time to die.
Eve, you got that second character ready?
Maybe for next session. Damn.
I mean, with Luca and Brendan, you're always gonna have two on the go.
All right.
Good,
Thanks, everyone.
Sash.
That was good.
That was pretty fun.
Interesting.
Good.
Thank you. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel.
We're gonna have a whole week to figure out how we're going to be surprised when we walk into Eve's room and she's dead.
I'm gonna figure out how not to die.
Oh my goodness. What happened here?
Oh,